Family members of the victims of the VTA rail yard shooting are fighting for compensation. And to do that, they are working to change the law.
They've contacted lawmakers to see if they can create legislation at the state or federal level that would allow the government to seize assets from mass shooters and distribute the liquidated funds to the families of the victims. KRON 4's Amanda Harry talked with one of those families about why they're pushing to make this happen.
Yeah, she says that having these funds would change her life. And right now, her life is at a standstill. She says she's still mourning her husband's loss, but also trying to figure out how she'll survive financially.
It's drastically impacted my day-to-day. I don't care to get up. I don't care to do anything anymore.
Annette Romo is just one of many family members that continue to struggle more than 2 months after a disgruntled employee shot and killed 9 VTA employees. Romo says she misses her husband every day.
I'm living it day by day, minute by minute.
Timothy Romo was his wife's financial provider. Now she's left trying to figure out what to do going forward.
Just kind of waiting to get through all the paperwork with his company to go forward from there to find out if I can still hold on to his medical and still get a job.
Because the shooter is dead, Romo and other victims' families can only take money from his estate and pension through a lawsuit. But they're told by the time they get through a conviction and civil suit, that money could be gone. Now some of the victims, led by Tara Fritsch, are trying to change that.
I wouldn't have to stress as much about everyday living. I mean, right now, my stress is wanting to know if I can go back out in the workforce, get out there in the workforce, as well as provide for myself.
They're trying to work with lawmakers to create legislation that would allow the government to take a mass shooter's assets, liquidate it, and distribute it to the families of the victims. Santa Clara County Supervisor Cindy Chavez says she looks forward to working on it with them. Although it's only in its beginning stages, Romo says it's something.
There's always hope. I mean, my husband would say never give up on hope. There's always going to be hope somewhere.
This is all just in the planning stages, but I'm told that if the assailant has minors that are financially dependent, a portion of the funds will go to them as well.
That's such a difficult situation for those family members to be in. Has she indicated whether or not she's talked to other families and got their thoughts on what they think of this legislation idea?
Yeah, she says that all of the victims' families are constantly in communication and that many of them do support this idea.
All right. Amanda, thank you for that report.